Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you here, and as promised, today's video is all going to be about how I created the little pink pot. So I am an eczema skin prone girly who has a damaged skin barrier and is prone to dry skin, and I was sick of using multiple creams, prescription creams, and just not getting anywhere. My first video that I've done talks around this, but today's video is going to be around how I created in my kitchen a skincare balm that has literally transformed my skin. Now, I was sick of using makeup and things to hide my skin because of the texture of it and also the fact that I had flare-ups, so I obviously still wanted to go out, but I wasn't able to. Now I've entered the era where I am wearing minimal makeup. I'm not using it to hide my skin. My skin is in a place where it is looking healthier, it's looking glowing, and that is all down to this absolute magic of a skin balm which I created. And in this video, I'm going to talk through that process of creating my own skin balm, which has actually done exactly what I wanted it to do, and I'm going to talk you guys through that as well. So as I mentioned, I have a weak skin barrier. That is the root cause of my skin causing eczema, causing dry skin, all of that. It stems from the fact that I have a weak skin barrier. So when I was looking at balms, I was sick of using products that had ingredients in there I didn't even know what they were. I was sick of spending money on products that just were not working, and for anybody who's on this journey as well, you know that these products are not cheap. And I was also sick of just having to go to the area in Boots or Superdrug where it's like all like clinically looking, and it's like, you know that product is not going to make you feel your best self. You're literally going there because you have a problem with your skin and you have to solve that problem, but you really know deep down they're probably not even going to do that, but you're still going to spend that £15 because you think, I'm going to give it a try, and before you know it, it's sitting on your shelf gathering dust, and it hasn't done exactly what it said it was going to do, which was to keep your skin protected for 12 hours. So I was on that cycle. I tried every product under the sun and it hadn't worked, and this is where this little bad boy comes into play, because when I say this lasts 12 hours, it does. I only put it on in the morning if I need to, and at night, and it works absolute wonders. And I think I need to tell you guys exactly how I tackled this and how I created a skin balm which includes 7 key ingredients which are natural. So if you really wanted to, you could eat on toast. So let's get into it. I wanted to include ingredients that first and foremost will protect my skincare barrier. Okay, I wanted it to protect it but also heal the weakness in my skin barrier. So how did I go about doing that? So there are natural ingredients which absolutely will do that for you, and like I said, you could potentially eat them as well if you wanted to, which is so ironic because I'm in the kitchen and you're going to be making, instead of baking a cake, I'm baking skincare pots, which actually works insane. So I wanted an ingredient that will protect my skin barrier, that will create a breathable layer on top of my skin barrier, which stops the water and moisture from leaking out, but is also breathable so my skin doesn't start reacting or feel suffocated. And that is where the key ingredients of shea butter and cocoa butter come in, because they help provide that for your skin. So again, it was looking at something that's going to tackle it from the protective element. I need something that's going to be able to do that, and that's exactly what those 2 ingredients that I sourced, and high quality ingredients may I add, have been absolutely fundamental and the base of creating a skin balm that actually has worked insanely on my skin, on my customer's skin. And when I say dry skin is a myth when it comes to when you start using this, it absolutely is. So you don't just need a product that's going to protect as well, because when we're trying to heal a weak skin barrier, you don't just go in one time. You need something that's going to then also provide support to that skin barrier, help the skin cells rejuvenate, help build a protective, supportive skin barrier. And that's when I was like, I need to have oils in my skin balm that are going to help support the skin barrier also. So that was another part of the journey, looking into which oils are going to help do that for my skincare barrier. I don't want to be making the balm over oily either as well. So I really want just literally about 1 or 2 oils that are going to help provide that key support in the skin barrier, and that's exactly what I was able to do. So when I say like you have been searching for ingredients that are going to do that, I found the key ingredients to do that for my skin. So we've got protecting the skin barrier. Some ingredients are doing that. Then we've got some ingredients that are going to support the skin barrier as well. And now let's go into the third element of our looking at creating and developing a skin balm that was made to last. And that was, we need calming ingredients that are going to help stop the skin from becoming inflamed and stopping the skin from becoming irritated. So again, naturally, if you have dry skin, you have a weak skin barrier, you are going to get your skin frequently becoming inflamed and irritated because of basically it being weak. So I needed to do my research on calming ingredients on the skin also, that also help and work in tandem with the protective elements, the supportive elements, and now we're going to work in harmony in helping calm the skin, ironically in harmony. And again, it was looking into those ingredients that help do that. Again, I didn't want something that's going to be too overpowering, that was going to kind of change the consistency of the formula, because naturally the formula consistency needs to be light as it can be for a balm so that your skin is breathable. So again, it was looking for ingredients that help tackle that element. And I was able to find those ingredients. When I say these have been sourced naturally and from the best place they possibly could be, that is so fundamental to me, because your ingredients, like when it comes to cooking, if you use crappy ingredients, your meal is potentially not going to taste the best as somebody who has used better quality ingredients. And that's the same principle when it came to making this bad boy. The ingredients need to be extremely of good quality, but they also need to be potent in what the purpose of that ingredient is in the skincare balm. And that's exactly what I was able to do. And I'm going to share, you can see what the ingredients are on the Little Pink Pot by going onto the website, because I'm going to, obviously all the ingredients are in there, but for the purpose of the video, I really wanted to talk through elements of what the ingredients are doing in that. So I'm going to go on to the next part as well. A lot of things that skincare products actually miss out is generally they're always there to kind of tackle one thing. So one will be there that will give you help protect your barrier of your skin. The other one will be it's going to help reduce irritation. My skin balm has been created that it tackles all of those elements, not just one, which is why it is so insane. And when I come to the final part of what the balm and how I was structuring this to do, was I needed something that was going to help rebuild the lipid area in the skin barrier. Okay, this is absolutely fundamental, because when I've mentioned before in my previous video, if you have a weak skin barrier, your skin barrier tends to look like this, right? Somebody with a naturally strong skin barrier will look like this. So we need something, an ingredient that's going to help do this over time and repair that skin barrier. So the ingredient in doing that was so fundamental in this balm, and help finding that as well was absolutely probably one of the hardest things that I had to do in terms of finding that ingredient. But when I say I found it, and it was absolutely sensational, and it has been a game changer, this is why we are where we are. So when I'm talking around this Little Pink Pot, wasn't created overnight. It wasn't created on the moment of a little epiphany. It took time and effort to devise the formula and devise it in a way that I knew that I needed to help rebuild people's skin barrier. And it has done exactly that. And the most cherry on top of the cake is one of the ingredients in my skin balm, the 7 ingredients, is actually the fact that one of the ingredients has a natural scent. So mostly with skincare products for sensitive skin, they have to be fragrance free, and I understand why they have to be fragrance free. But when you find an ingredient that actually has a natural beautiful scent, which is actually going to aid in the skin cell repair, it is an absolute game changer. So not only are you wearing a skincare product that is going to be doing all the things that you need it to doing, not just 1 or 2, and that's why you keep going back to shop and buying extra products, but you're still not tackling the problem that you need. this also smells incredible. So you're getting compliments for wearing a skincare product that's made for dry skin, and the natural ingredient in there smells insane. So it's not going to irritate your skin because the natural component of it is there to heal your skin. So then I say this was a process that took time, and to think about it and to develop it, it definitely took time. And that's why the skincare product is doing exactly what it's meant to do. I'm going to do a close-up. I'm not overloaded with makeup because I don't need to be anymore, because my skin cells have been able to heal, but more importantly, my skin barrier is now more stronger from using this. And when I say a little goes a long way, that's why it's called the Little Pink Pot. It goes a long way. You don't need a lot to sit on your skin in order for it to start doing exactly what it was made to do. So to copy a line does exactly what it says on the tin. And you can't get more natural than that. When you've built a skin balm that actually melts onto the skin using your natural body heat, it then absorbs into the skin, so it's actually sitting in your skin barrier layer. It seals the hydration, which is the absolute key what we need, especially when you are suffering from dry skin. And it's protecting the skin barrier. So when you're out and about, or you just have natural stress in your life, the first thing that's going to be compromised is your protective layer of your skin barrier. This protects it, and when you're adding this on, you know you've got that comfort that your skin barrier is not going to be compromised. So when you're tackling those elements, you've got a win-win. And it didn't happen overnight, like I've mentioned, but I just wanted to talk you guys through the science behind creating a product in the kitchen, okay, and how it's been absolutely sensational. But I also wanted to see that the results are insane. The customer reviews are insane that are buying the product, because it's literally showing that it works. And keeping something so simple has been absolutely game-changing. So I'm so glad you guys tuned into this video. I wanted to dive deeper into that process, and I hope that's given you guys some clarity, and I hope you guys tune back in for my next video, which is going to be even more exciting, because I'm going to dive into some quite interesting topics. We've had some customers come back on, can you speak around certain things? So I'll see you guys for my next vlog. Thank you for tuning in.